so the foundation is the same for all the girls. I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and this is in a more porcelain shade than my normal foundation, but this is cosplay and it is a little bit of a transformation. So I kind of like that doll-like skin when I'm doing this, and it makes this foundation is really good. It makes your skin really matte and porcelain looking, but it was an accident. I grabbed a shade that was too light because I felt like I was under pressure because I went to a Walmart where there is like security glasses, and I asked a lady for help, but she was like really rude to me. She's like, hurry up and pick. I thought I had the shade down, but unfortunately, I guess I grabbed the wrong one out of being nervous, but it's okay because I do have darker ones that I mix with it to make it match my skin. I don't know, I just thought that was a funny story of the day. But like I said, for all three of these girls, we're just going to have the same foundation, and I am just concealing my under eye circles with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I always use this concealer when I'm cosplaying. I don't know why, it's just my favorite concealer for cosplaying, because if you mess up, it's not like you're taking off a really pricey concealer. So once we're done blending out, we're going to set our face with the Airspun powder. I always use this. There's nothing new about this. So I have noticed that a lot of YouTubers have stopped filming so many makeup tutorials. I personally don't want to fall into that trend just because I feel like there's so much makeup that can still be done. I know same old, but the way I'm doing this makeup is I'm going to add a mod twist to it, and I feel like mod style is coming back. And I know the YouTube beauty community is kind of failing, and so is my channel, but I'm not going to stop because there's always going to be someone out there who needs a tutorial on a cosplay look, and I am just addicted to it. I love it, and my channel is still all about makeup, but let me know what you guys want to see, what other things you want to see. So then I'm taking this shade called La Monda, and it's from the Too Faced palette. This is just like a teaser palette, like it was one of those sample palettes. So you could just take any bright white shade. I like this because there's a little bit of pink specks in it, and I thought that was perfect for Blossom. Then taking the Sunrise palette from Faucallure, I'm taking the color Tenderly Light, and I'm using my eyelash curler to create a base for a cut crease. Like I said, these are all mod inspired makeup looks for the Powerpuff Girls. There are some amazing tutorials for them on YouTube already, and I really wanted to figure out what to do that was different for the Powerpuff Girls. So then, of course, filling in the lid with the whites, making sure that there's a prominent cut crease, then adding some black liquid liner. And Blossom has the easiest, less complex look, so that's why we started with her, and also because that was the only one that I filmed the foundation for. So, and now on the bottom lash line, it's kind of cut off here, but you'll see me going on the other eye. I'm just lining the the bottom lash line, not the water line, with a black ink. And then taking the Glamour lashes, I'm going to be using these lashes for every girl, I believe. I think the only one that's different is Buttercup, but just the same kind of lashes, spaced out lashes. Then I'm going to be adding some freckles on Blossom, and I'm also going to be adding these on Buttercup. It's just like I came up with these looks on the spot. Like I had inspiration obviously from Pinterest, but some of these looks they were just come up with on the spot. Then you're going to take a really pink blush and just place this all over your cheeks and on your nose to give you more of a childlike appearance. Obviously, this is not childlike makeup, so if you are doing this for a kid, you probably wouldn't. So this is probably more for adults cosplaying the Powerpuff Girls, like teen version, why not? Cosplay is your own imagination. I added a little bit of highlight on my nose and taking Coco K and lined my lips, and then topped it off with the Loyalist by Maybelline. This is my favorite liquid lipstick from the drugstore, so I love this lipstick. I've bought like about 3 already. I just love it. So that is Blossom's makeup look. Let me know what you think. I feel like it's really cute and goes with her personality, and I have the full cosplay on, and it's just bubbly and nice. Next, we have Bubbles, the most complex look of them all. This one was a lot harder than the rest and has a lot more of a mod twist. So what we're gonna do is, of course, our base is already on. Just take a white eyeshadow and highlight your brow bone. Then we're taking the Faucallure So Hot palette and using the color Skyline and placing this all over the lid. you really want to pack this color on. So use any powdery blue color that you have. This one is a very highlighter type of shade, and you really want to just pack this on the lid. Don't take it above on the crease, just on the lid area. This was my favorite look. When I was done, I took the wig off and everything. I honestly kept the makeup on and I went shopping with it. So now I'm just adding a line above it. Guys, don't use a liquid eyeliner like I did. It smudged later on throughout the video, but when I turned the camera off, I went in there and fixed it. It just sucks that I had to catch that mistake after filming, but I did go in there and fix it and put more blue over it so you don't see the smudging, but throughout the video it still smudges. I learned that lesson later, but on my other eye, I just used powder instead of black liquid eyeliner, and that worked so much better, and there was barely any creasing. Then take a white shimmering eyeshadow and place it under the brow bone. I did go in and set it with the black liner again, but I was winging this look and didn't know any better. Now we're gonna line our waterline with black liner, and I felt like that's what makes the look a lot more different than a lot of mod styles, is it almost has like an Egyptian Cleopatra type of look, but it does look mod at the same time when you start adding the lashes. Of course, I'm adding mascara and the same glamour lashes. Like I said, I'm using the same lashes, and then I'm going to be using eyeshadow to make myself cute little longer lashes at the bottom, and then popping those lashes on. This was my favorite look out of all three of the girls. Then with the white liquid eyeliner, I am going to draw on bubbles. I just felt like that was the twist that we needed for this look. Once we're done drawing bubbles, we're gonna move on to the cheeks. With bubbles, I'm just using a pop of pink on the cheeks. Of course, we're always gonna go in with the nose. So yeah, let me know what videos you like to see. I have gotten comments before saying if I could like not film so many makeup tutorials, but I just don't understand that comment, because when I do upload vlogs, they don't get watched at all. So that's why I film makeup tutorials, because that's what gets watched on my channel. I mean, I think my channel like lost the audience a long time ago when YouTube changed its algorithm. I used to get a lot more views, but I don't focus so much on views now. I focus more on what I want to put out. So then I'm just taking a nude pink lipstick and a lip gloss by NARS that is in the shade pink. So just use a pink, light pink lip gloss. Don't overline. Keep the childlike lips going. I chewed some gum, but it wasn't as bubbly as I wanted it to. But this was my favorite look out of all three. Next we have Buttercup. So I am taking these two shades right here from the Malibu palette by Peachy Queen Cosmetics, and also the I'll Be There For You. Also, those are both by Peachy Queen. I'm just taking these two shades. You can use any atomic lime green shade. The James Charles palette has a really good green, so you don't have to mix like I do, but I didn't have the palette on me. So now, as you see, it was like the same step as bubbles, but this time for sure I'm using an eyeshadow, and it came out so much better, the black line, guys, so learn from my mistake. And it just comes out cleaner because you're able to go on top of that black line to sharpen it up with the eyeshadow. And with liquid eyeliner, you can't do that. So then also put some white eyeshadow on the brow bone, and then we're gonna line our waterline with white eyeliner for Buttercup. If y'all don't like the mod look, I'm sorry, I just thought it would be fun to do, and it's something different for the Powerpuff Girls. I'm extending the liquid eyeliner out on the inner corner of the eye and then winging it out. And most of these require a lot of winged eyeliner and precision, so this is definitely an kind of intermediate to advanced type of makeup look for cosplay, but of course I do a lot of more simpler cosplay looks on my channel, but I wanted to step it up and challenge myself because I don't want to stay safe all the time and do the boring brown eyes with a black liner. But if you guys do want that, I will make more cosplay videos with simpler looks. So that's how it looks so far. Add a little bit of fake little lashes at the bottom. I said that weird, lashes. And that's the same thing we did for Bubbles, but there's a lot more differences in this one. Then taking the Foc Allure Cosmetics blush in C03 Pretty Coral, we're going to place this all over our cheeks and also on our nose because that gives us more of a younger appearance, although this is more grown-up makeup. Keep that in mind. I'm adding freckles again for Buttercup. I didn't want to add them for bubbles because I was going to add the bubbles. I didn't want to be too much. And I loved this makeup look too. It was a tough choice. It was between Buttercup and Bubbles, and which makeup I loved so much, but it has to be Bubbles because I like the blue. Then I put some mascara on and placing some lashes on. This is probably one of my favorite cosplay looks I've ever done. It's just something very simple, and it's just something very unique and different for my cosplay abilities. Then I'm taking Hippo by Faucalure. This is not sponsored by them. I just love their products. And I am just highlighting my face. And this is really what makes the look pop. Then I'm going to be taking Loyalist again by Maybelline and placing that all over my lips, not overlining, keeping a little bit smaller pout because that just looks better with the mod makeup. It doesn't make it look so modern, you know, with the puffy lips. So I hope you guys enjoyed this take on the Powerpuff Girls mod style. I thought it was a different twist and it was a lot more interesting than just doing the same old type of makeup, especially if you are a grown-up cosplaying as them. I also just used Velvet Teddy over it just to give it a little bit more color. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun, and this took me a month to do just because I was trying to come up with the looks and do it for all three girls and film all three girls and not be lazy about it. But I hope to see you in my next cosplay video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Also, don't forget to follow me on my cosplay account. This is where I upload all my official photos once I'm done. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.